Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in yet another video on this channel. And in today's video, we will be looking at the planet of Ketu and the six things that all of us are guilty of doing that makes Ketu worse. Okay, so Ketu, the planet is known as Moksha Karaka, but on a mundane level, it is that planet which makes you feel stuck and confused, so that you move towards the higher things in life. Okay, so Ketu and Rahu and Ketu, these are the nodes. That means they don't have any physical existence. They just play with our thoughts. Okay, so as a planet, Ketu does not just sit in the chart, it also hides in your daily habits. Okay, and these habits are actually formed by some compulsive thought patterns, which we all are guilty of having. But then, these thought patterns, if you can identify, then it is going to make your Ketu settle down. Because when Ketu is unsettled, you will feel stuck in the same programming, in the same patterns, in the same loops. And you will find these patterns coming up in relationships, in your work, and even in your thoughts, which can go round and round in circles and give you some mental turbulence. Okay, so if you're having these six habits, or if you are habituated to doing these six things, and then you are actually making your Ketu worse. Okay, so what is the first habit? The first habit is to stop keeping broken electronics at home. Okay, even if you have some broken mobile, or say, broken calculators, or maybe some broken watches, then this is the time to do a digital detox. Okay, if you have a dead phone or a cracked tablet or a laptop which you are not using anymore, then this is the time to declutter your space from these digital electronics that no longer work. And once you start doing it, you will see that, the headless energy of Ketu is no longer, stealing your time or occupying your mental space. The second thing is to have leftover food. Nowadays, there is a lot of craze to have frozen food, right? So remember, whatever frozen food you are consuming, that is actually Ketu, because Ketu represents the old and the lifeless and the already used up food. So if you are having frozen food, or if you are having food which has been kept in the refrigerator for a long, long time, then you will feel a lot of, you'll feel stuck, you'll feel heavy, your life path is going to feel unclear. So, you have to cut down on consumption, or on consuming refrigerated food or stale food. And once you start doing that, you will find, a lot of difference in the positive direction. Okay. Then the next energy, the next habit that people have, and this is a K2 habit, is scrolling your phone endlessly. Okay. Often we have found out that when we wake up in the morning, the first thing that we do is we reach out for our phone, and then we start scrolling in bed. And then, we don't even know when half an hour has already passed. And even I've seen people, they will wake up while in bed, and suddenly it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you are watching how to cook chicken even when you don't know how to cook. So this is another K2 habit you need to avoid, right? And then the next habit is your tendency of reading and rereading old chat messages, scrolling through old photographs, or even stalking your ex online. So how many times most of you have been guilty of doing this, right? So why this is bad is because Ketu is the planet of the past. And if you learn to let go of the past and try to live in the present, it is going to keep Ketu in check. Okay. Then the other habit that makes your Ketu negative is holding on to old clothes that you don't even wear, buying books that you won't even read, and hoarding. Okay, remember whatever the Bible says. The Bible says that the love for money is the root of all evil. Here, the Bible is referring to hoarding of cash, okay, or hoarding of money. So just trying to save everything in case you may need it is a very bad Ketu habit, and this clutter is going to trigger the negative energy of Ketu. So it's very important that you declutter your space on every Thursday. Remember, Ketu the Mula Trikona of Ketu is in Sagittarius. So if you declutter your space every Thursday, if you donate your old clothes, which you're not wearing, which you're not even wearing anymore, if you donate your old books, then Ketu is slowly but surely going to turn positive. And finally, the last habit that I wanted to discuss is the resistance to change. Remember, as human beings, we are very resistant to change. Okay, so if you are someone who finds it very difficult or very hard to embrace change, then it is the inertia of Ketu, the tamas of Ketu, that is holding you back. Okay, so Saturn wants you to change, but it is the inertia of Ketu that wants us to keep things as they are, without trying to change for the better. Okay, so these are the 6 habits of Ketu that can make you feel stuck, that can make you hold on to things or people or emotions or things that you don't really need. So please, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends and family if you have not done it already. And as always, your comments are always welcome in the feedback section. And I'll see you soon in my next video. Namaste. Om Gurave Namah.